Our job of supplying transportation for 2,700,000 passengers daily is a vast and complicated one. It's a job that requires almost 3,000 PTC vehicles, traveling nearly 300,000 miles a day. And it's a job that requires the services of 12,000 trained PTC men and women. Who would you say is the most important person in this vast operation? Is it the man in the shop who has the all-important task of maintaining our vehicles in safe and efficient operating condition? Is it the lineman who takes care of the hundreds of miles of overhead wire and cable that delivers power to all parts of our far-flung system? Is it the trackman who has the vital job of renewing and maintaining the rails over which our streetcars and subway elevated trains roll? Is it the dispatcher who mans the nerve center of our communication system and keeps in constant contact with supervisors out on the system so that vehicles will be evenly spaced and operated on schedule? Is it the cashier in her booth who speeds our subway and elevated passengers on their way? Or is it the man on the platform of a car or bus whose job is to transport our passengers safely and quickly to their destinations? All these PTC men and women, and thousands more, play an important part in giving Philadelphia good transit service. But by far the most important people in our business are our customers. They are the ones who really keep us rolling. For without them, there would be no need for 12,000 transit workers. A transportation company can't get along without customers, but the customers can get along without it. There are other ways to get around a city. There are automobiles and there are riding clubs. There are taxi cabs. There are the commuter trains. And there's plain, ordinary shoe leather. So you see, our customers are very important to us. They're the ones whose dimes and tokens keep the turnstiles clicking and the registers ringing. Those are the same dimes and tokens that show up in the form of nice, crisp bills in our pay envelopes. So when you stop to think how much our customers mean to us, you'll agree that they're not asking too much when they ask us to do business in a friendly and helpful manner. I get along with my passengers, but it wasn't always that way. It was something I had to learn. When I first came with this company 5 years ago, things sort of got under my skin. In short, I guess I was a sensitive soul and just couldn't take it. In fact, I was on the verge of quitting a dozen times. But one day I got the idea that the passenger who always wanted to start an argument wasn't really mad at me. Oh, he was mad at the fellow who passed him up yesterday, or at his wife's bawling out that morning. Or maybe he was just mad at himself and wanted someone to take it out on. No one likes smart and cutting remarks. Certainly I don't. But I found that on this job of serving the public, it isn't a personal matter and never should be considered as such. You're always at a disadvantage, and Mr. Grouch or Mrs. Gripe knows it only too well. There's nothing to be gained by arguing. You just have to learn to be patient, and sometimes, well, you have to swallow your pride a little too. That's a big order. But you can be sure the other passengers are watching and listening when this sort of thing develops. Their sympathies at first are likely to be with the passenger. But by acting in the right manner and showing little tact in handling the situation, the passenger's feelings will usually turn toward you. In short, 5 years on the front of a bus has taught me this. The most important part of my job is handling people. And handling people in a friendly and helpful manner makes my job a lot easier.